Hello, everyone. How's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Lawn Mowing Simulator, shall we? I enjoyed the first one, and I want to see how I go on the second mission, and what it's like to try to upgrade yourself, your business, and your equipment. So we're going to go to this garden, a little bit more complex, and see what it's like. Well, there's only one employee, so we're going to go with me. They want 99.5% cut, which is annoying. They want a 43 and a quarter inch deck, which I'm not sure about that. Now, the grass is tall. Look at that, 5 and an 8. So that means like they want a very, very more like Wilds look to things, I think. Wow. Okay. This is not the backyard where I was. This is a different place. All right, we're going to have to definitely... Oh, no, there's the grass, the cut height. Okay, that's more reasonable. I didn't understand what it meant. It meant maybe how tall the grass was currently. Makes sense. All right, so let's run out here and just pick up all the garbage that we see that's going to trip us up. I know I saw something over here. Here we go. 1 out of 3, so not that many. 2. Oh, I'm not finding the third one very easily. I feel like I should. There it is. Great. All right, we got all the pieces. Let's go. Now it's time to get on the vehicle. And we'll start up the engine. And we're going to boost that throttle. And roll down. And the cut height, we're going to go to... I'll wait till I get on the grass. And... I think this will do. Let me just make sure. Yeah, definitely. We're good. Let's do it. This pathway is going to be interesting to see how this affects our mowing. I think I'm just going to dodge it. I thought about just driving over it, but I don't know if that's a good plan. The percent that they want cut is really, really intense. But I guess you can just kind of drive over the edge on the path, and it's fine because there's nothing that you're going to get there that's problematic. Like, you're not hitting flowers, really, so we can do that. Sure. There we go. All right, let's just cut in. Like a glove. I wonder if the typewriter approach is actually better. It's hard to do that, just like back and forth horizontal lines. But this is such an irregularly shaped yard. I don't see how you would pull that off. Sweet. badmowing.com at work. Gonna make a nice gradual turn here. I don't want to bust up the ground, although the penalty isn't too severe. Okay, that was a bad turn that I did right there. I missed nearly all of the grass. So let's make up for it. I'm going to hug this circular flower bed as much as I can, and then just kind of bounce out. We'll save a lot of this bed for the weed whacker, the strimmer, as they call it in the gardening lingo. I'm just going to radiate ever-widening let me see if I can speak, concentric circles around this, and manage to miss, significant swaths of grass in the process. And let me just kind of get this. And I am going to back up here gradually. There we go. And then we'll just pick it up. See if we can follow this edge. Uh-oh. There was something going on with the ground there. Okay. I wonder, I'm just going to cut in and work on some of this center. Uh-huh. Great. About a quarter done. Okay. Not my best little area here. Gonna see if I can come around nice and easy on this bed. Not really. There we go. All right. Like, what's the best way to cut something like this? What if I just go straight across like the typewriter? Back it up. Gentle. Alright, good. If I was cutting my own yard, and I actually do enjoy to a degree cutting grass, the thing is, I would hate, I like the lines going in the uniform direction. I don't like just kind of random chaos out there with the cut. So I would not like the way that I'm cutting the grass. But I'm not good enough yet with my turning radius to pull that off. Maybe if I just went slower altogether, I could get it, but... I got a little bit back here. Let's go get this. Alright. About a third of the way done. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to disengage and then just roll across this path and then put them back on and see if... I don't know if those flagstones would do anything to me or not. But I gotta be careful. There we go. We're getting real greedy with this edge on the garden here. This is the Incompetent mow standard. Incredible edge work. Guaranteed flower destruction or your money back. I'm going to just try to drive right across and see if I can get the other side of this bed. It seems to have worked okay. So maybe you can just drive right across the path without consequence. I feel like I'm much too large for this lawnmower. Like, my character looks big, and the lawnmower looks really small. Maybe it's nice because it gets around, tight spaces easier, but it's kind of like a man on a toy in terms of the perspective, or maybe I'm just off. Alright. Almost halfway done. Condition of everything is pretty reasonable. Maybe it doesn't say that there's a problem, but maybe like your blade condition drops when you drive over the stone path like that, but it doesn't seem horrible. I'm not furious about it. It cost next to nothing to repair it at that level. Once I get enough of a space where I could easily turn around, it's definitely maybe worth my while to consider just turning back and doing, that typewriter approach. But we're doing fine. I missed a huge piece of the path over there. There you go. It's interesting how you could just see in the background, the other houses, people just going about their day. There's beautiful garden sounds, nature sounds. Luckily, they don't make the sound of the lawnmower too overpowering. It's just a nice, gentle purr. Very relaxing game. All right. 2/3. There we go. You know, it's really nice that the customer isn't just standing there watching you, you know? Like some old lady with her arms crossed, or her hands on her hips and a stern face, or some, you know, red-faced old man with, like, bifocals and a clipboard just, like, giving you the death stare as you edge around his prized petunias. That would add an element of stress that we at Incompetent Mow just can't handle. Actually, gonna cut this back around. Oh, you know what though? Because the grass was so tall, I might actually have to empty my hopper. We'll see how close this gets. I haven't had to do that yet. I don't even know how to do that. Well, we're going to learn something new today. I can just empty it like right behind their house, on top of their car. It's the most environmentally friendly way. They want the clippings. They can use them. Yeah. No, I was like, maybe I can squeak it out. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we're going to have to, I don't want it to overfill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh my God. Oh, you have different camera angles. I don't feel like they explained that. Anyway, I turned off the blades. Yeah, these different camera angles are pretty sweet. I wonder if I'd prefer these, actually. Well, the problem is I can't see the car. Oh my God, the first person. Okay. Here. Now what I need to do is turn off the throttle and get off. And then I need to I don't need to change the cutting blades. Recover. No, I need to empty this. Can I use this? Recover. What does that mean? Oh, it just like put it back down. No, that's not what I'm trying to do either. Interesting. Well, I gotta say, I really have no idea how to empty this. I tried some stuff, and so here we go. We're just going to run into an issue with it filling up. I mean, I could use the strimmer for the whole thing, you know, that's left, but it seems insane. Your grass is full. Drive over to the grass bags to empty it. Okay, thank you. So maybe you can't empty it. There we go. It's marked on the map. So maybe you can't do this unless they're full for the first time. You know what I mean? reverse the vehicle toward the grass bag to empty the collector. Okay. And then hold X to empty the collector. And we did it. Okay, great. That's all you have to do. I wonder if you can do it when it's not full, but at least we know now how that goes. I'm not engaged on my cutter. I'll tell you what, I had the game paused for a minute while I was looking through the controls, you know, trying to find the button to push to do that. And I think it may have taken time off of my clock. And also, I don't know if there's a way to save and quit these missions if you're playing. Like, it was just like, you can quit, but you will abandon this contract. Like, you know, you can't be like, oh, okay, I have to go, I'll pick this up later. As far as I can see, you can, of course, just, you know, turn off your game system and put it on rest or whatever and resume it, but that's not my favorite way of handling saving data if I, you know, can't play anymore. Alright. Well, we're getting much closer to that end. Okay. 98%, pretty good. Alright. So that's 98.1%. Now let me just see if there's anything like enormous. I'm going to go ahead and just get my strimmer and see if we can get the rest. It's going to be tedious, I know, but I think it's the best way to do this. All right. I'm just going to hit the whole edge and see if, you know, how much of a dent this makes into the overall percentage. And some of this we did a really good job. And some of this we did a really terrible job. I mean, that's 98.6 so far. I just destroyed a flower. I mean, straight up just blasted a flower. That was bad. I had been doing so well, too. What can you say? Let me check. How much of this needs to be done? A lot. It's not a huge amount, though. It's like 98.7 right here. Okay. Looks like this is not cut. It's interesting, like, when you get into this, the angle of it matters. You kind of have to point it down toward the ground, which I was not expecting. All right, 98.9. What do we got? All right, let's get around here. Obvious places, I guess. Uh-huh. I see just some tall grass here. You can just eyeball it. There we go. 99.2. That's looking good. Yeah, I can see it right there. All of this. So it just kind of... get in here and see if any of this is missing. That looks fine. This is definitely terrible here. All right. Okay, 99.3. All right, what else? What else? Show me. Yeah, I see some here. 99.5 is brutal. Okay. Oh, whoops. Got it. Let's go. We did it. Put that back. Hit it. Check it out. Finished. Okay. Beautiful. Dino Safari. All right, so we ended up making 352. We got a ground check bonus. The earnings, the time bonus was very little. There was only $2 in penalties, and we got enough reputation points to, I think, level up. We got newcomer, rank 2. So I don't know what that means, but we made it. And we can unlock the amateur challenge, okay? And the ancient auroch, a pub garden, general cut, a litter collection, the pub garden, historic general cut, another litter collection. All right, look at all these new things that we just unlocked that we can now do. Dino Safari, well, I don't have those, but actually, I think I got, like, with the PlayStation, I think I have some kind of, like, elite collection, so I might have it. Here you can edit your avatar as well as take out advertisements to gain more RP. Your economy's current rank and progress bar can be seen to the top right. You can. Currently, your headquarters has only one vehicle bay, but once you earn more money, you can upgrade it to have a second vehicle or purchase a bigger headquarters with multiple extra vehicle bays. Once you have a second vehicle, you can start to hire another employee to complete additional contracts and earn more RP. Sweet. All right. Well, how about that? We got the red wall building contract available. We've got... Yeah, we do have dinosaurs. I mean, that's so funny. It doesn't pay you very much. It gives you a lot of reputation, but doesn't give you a lot of money, which is kind of interesting. And then let's just go ahead and hit the garage and maintain and just repair everything. Full repair. Full repair. Fill it. Empty it. Perfect. And then let's go back. Back. And then just go ahead and recharge it. Sweet. Awesome. All right, well, we completed our second lawn, and we're doing beautifully. Everyone, I hope you're enjoying this game like I am, and let me know if you want to see more as I tackle new projects. Thanks so much for watching, and if you have also any tips and tricks, please share them with me. I have no idea what I'm doing. Take care.